Town Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. It's the biggest day of the year on the presidential primary calendar with elections in 15 states and 1 territory.
From Alaska to Maine and California to North Carolina, Republican voters will head to the polls today and tonight in Super Tuesday elections that will divvy up 865 delegates in 15 states, more than a third of all delegates awarded before the Republican National Convention this summer.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Donald Trump wins the North Dakota caucuses held yesterday. 5 people are killed with no survivors in a single-engine plane crash near an interstate in Nashville. Fire Department spokeswoman Kendra Loney.
When our crews arrived on scene, they were met with heavy flames and fire, smoke in the area showing from that crash site.
The pilot reported engine failure, had approval for an emergency landing at the airport 3 miles away, but didn't make it. The plane went down behind a Costco store off Interstate 40. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Southern Heritage Bank can help your dreams about a new home come true. And Welcome Home Grant Funds can provide up to $20,000 per home beginning March 1st.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology. Mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Good morning. It is Super Tuesday. It is Election Day in the Volunteer State, along with 14 other states around this nation. As we welcome you in, it is 7:03 on Election Day, March 5th, Tuesday, March 5th, 2024, a very consequential day. Polls open in Bradley County at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll close at 8 o'clock tonight. And then we'll have our election night coverage here on Mix 104.1 Radio, also on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, Fiesta 99.1, and on MixTV.tv tonight. I'll be joined, as I've been for about 20 years, by Jimmy Logan, and of course our coverage presented by the Logan Thompson Law Firm. So tune in tonight and see what happens. Let me go to our situation as it stands. Of course, there are no students going to school in Bradley County and Cleveland City Schools, a long-held situation where they keep the students out of the schools, which so many of our schools in Cleveland and Bradley County act as among the 17 Bradley County precincts. You can see a sample ballot if you'd like. Go to bradleyelections.com, see the ballot there. You know, this presidential preference primary, obviously there, one of the probably the hottest local race, and really is the district attorney general's race. That very much in the news, that 4-county area that we'll be watching throughout the day and tonight. It's a big race there. We have a competitive first district constable race in Bradley County, the death of Gary Moore. The constable there made that necessary. And then, of course, we have a Bradley County school board race, a competitive race there, where Rachel Goins, the board member, is the incumbent, is being challenged by Tracy Forgey. So those are our competitive races in Bradley County tonight. There are more sprinkled around our listening area tonight and today, but polls open at 8 o'clock this morning at the 17 Bradley County precincts. They close at 8 o'clock tonight. Like I said, we're on the air at 7 o'clock tonight, Jimmy and myself, along with our longtime crew, our election night crew, which seems to grow every year and every time, and we really appreciate everyone's help this evening. So it's going to be a big, big night, and I hope you voted. I hope you, if you've not voted, you will. People have died on the battlefield. This isn't a sermon. I'm not trying to guilt anyone into voting. But I will tell you, it is a privilege to vote. And I hope you do, no matter how you feel, no matter what side of the aisle you fall on or spectrum or anything, get out and vote. It's about 5,600 voters of over 60,000 eligible voters. So let's get out and vote today if you have not already. All right. Well, we had a major situation, as you probably know by now, yesterday morning. It all happened right before 10 o'clock yesterday morning, about 9:30, when all of a sudden the Cleveland City and Bradley County school systems were on soft lockdown entirely. It was a very, very rare, unique situation. You know, a lot of times we'll have lockdowns and individual schools will be locked down, but for an entire system, and matter of fact, both systems, to be on soft lockdown was certainly monumental. Later in the day, we found out why. As the Cleveland Police Department released a statement with additional information and said, quote, I'm going to read this from Lieutenant Evie West, Public Information Officer for the Police Department, quote, a former Cleveland police officer and current Chattanooga Airport police officer made threats to harm several members of the Cleveland Police Department. This started through the night Sunday, March 3rd. The former employee was parked in front of the Cleveland Police Department building for a period of time, was then seen driving around the building early on the morning of Monday, March the 4th. I'm continuing the quote now. Due to the fact that the individual was actively in the area and made threats toward law enforcement, we, again I'm quoting the police department, we chose to recommend placing all Cleveland City schools, Bradley County schools, and the City of Cleveland municipal building on a soft lockdown. The lockdown was to ensure the safety of school personnel and our school resource officers. The statement from the police department continues, quote, there were no specific threats made towards city or county schools. Law enforcement were the only recipients of the threats of violence, and the TBI is conducting the investigation. We had several meetings yesterday. The Cleveland Board of Government meetings. Cleveland Board of Education met last night, and it was the last meeting for Dr. Russell Dyer as the director of Cleveland City Schools, and they had a reception prior to the board meeting. But the major action taken last night, board members spent most of the meeting discussing the details of consolidating Cleveland City and Bradley County schools. The board's legal counsel, Chuck Cagle, gave an in-depth presentation on consolidation from a legal standpoint. And after the discussion, the board voted to pass a resolution against consolidating the two local school systems. The resolution by the Cleveland Board of Education read in part, quote, the mayor and city council are urged to express their unanimous disinterest in participating in discussions concerning any consolidation effort for Cleveland City Schools and Bradley County Schools, end quote. The letter was signed by each board member. It will be delivered to Mayor Kevin Brooks and the Cleveland City Council. We're going to have more on this as Cleveland Board of Education member Matthew Coleman will be in our studio about 8 o'clock, and he's going to be bringing some guests as part of our Logan Thompson Law weekly segment each week, but once a month after the board meeting, Logan Thompson turns their time over to give you information about the Cleveland Board of Education. The Bradley County Commission met yesterday. 3rd District Commissioner and Finance Committee Chairman Mylan Blake told the commission one of the recommended HCI committee projects has been withdrawn due to not meeting all the requirements. The county will now have $25,000 more to award this cycle. They voted to allocate $14,000 to a greenway project to extend the Philhour Branch Trail and about $8,300 for a Tri-State Exhibition Center HVAC project. The remaining funds will be rolled over to the next cycle. And in Meigs County, WTVC Television is reporting a lawsuit's now been filed on behalf of a Meigs County woman who died in the back of the deputy's vehicle after he drove into the Tennessee River. Tabitha Smith and Deputy R.J. Leonard went missing on February the 14th. This after the deputy arrested her late that night as Smith's body was found still handcuffed in the back seat of the vehicle. A new lawsuit's been filed on behalf of Tabitha Smith against Meigs County government and Deputy Leonard. Deputy Leonard was with the force for 2 months before the incident, originally from New York. The lawsuit alleges that Leonard was not, quote, properly trained by the county to know his assigned area patrol and know the nature of the incident location, end quote. The lawsuit also notes the location of the incident has a, quote, history of other people driving into the Tennessee River. The lawsuit requests a trial by jury and $10 million in damages. Again, filed yesterday. All right, 7-Eleven. Get our first check of the streets here on this election day. Again, polls open in less than an hour in Bradley County, 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. As Bridget is wearing her election earrings.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm wearing blue.
Yeah.
Get out and vote.
That's right. That's right. How are you?
All right, let's get a check of traffic. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. So far, things are looking great out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
Well, you know, you need a good breakfast on an election morning, and that's available to you right now with our friends at Hardee's. There's a Hardee's near you, and I know that Mark Johnson, Julia Scoggins, and boy, I tell you, their late great father, George Johnson, who brought Hardee's, he was a veteran, and brought Hardee's into our area. Started in Athens, Tennessee. Come on in, Friendly City. Over 50 years ago, and spread, of course, into Cleveland. He brought Hardee's here. And I know, George was one of my dear friends and one of my grandfather Littlefield's dear friends, and I know he would tell you. And I know Mark and Julia would tell you, and Nicole Morsehead would tell you, and all of our friends at JNS would say, get out and vote. Get out and vote. And people like George Johnson, who defended that right in his lifetime as a veteran, and all of our veterans I know would say, get out and vote today.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do.
Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended mattress in America, starting at only 41 cents a night.
But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Paula, tell us about how.
On this election day, I know Roger Pickett would say, "Get out and vote for." And by the way, if you don't like the candidates, write in Roger Pickett. He appreciates your vote today.
I'd vote for him.
Oh, come on. Well, he's got that spot out. They did during President's Day, the TV spot where he thought he was the president. Sadly, he was not acting. Okay. And he acts like it around the house, according to Cindy Pickett.
A new mattress is proven to raise your quality of sleep. You can choose from locally made or famous national brands at Mermaid Mattress, where you'll find a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed.
All right, for today, we'll have periods of rain. We could see some heavy rainfall at times, a high of 66 and a low of 54 this evening. For tomorrow, rain showers early in the day and then partly cloudy by afternoon, a high of 67 and a low of 48. And then on Thursday, cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy during the afternoon with a high of 69. Your current temperature is 50 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier-Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
I'm Sailor Harbison, and I listen to Steve and Bridget on Mix 104. I hope you do too.
Eighteen after 7 o'clock. Sports report at the bottom of the hour. Bradley Walker Valley boys' seasons are done after last night. More on that coming up.
All right, let's talk about your weather headlines today. A day certainly for a raincoat. Maybe want to grab those rain boots because we are definitely talking about some significant rain over the next 24 to 36 hours or so. So for this morning time, a couple of isolated showers. We're already seeing that on the radar. I'll show you that in just a moment. But really rainy conditions for your Tuesday afternoon all the way through Wednesday at midday. And that's when we're talking about widespread rain. I think some of the heaviest will happen during the nighttime hours with that thunderstorm potential as well. Then we'll have partly sunny and pleasant conditions for your Thursday. So Thursday is certainly looking like a nice day for this week before more rain enters our area on Friday and Saturday. Then it's going to get cooler. Now on Sunday you have the cooler air, but at least you have mostly sunny skies. So something to look forward to for that second half of the weekend. All right, let's get you through this Tuesday though, because we're certainly not to weekend time yet. Here's our look at our local radar. And you can see kind of these two areas that we've been watching. That one that was in Jackson County, it's really beginning to fade out as it kind of crosses from that Alabama to Tennessee line. But we're certainly still seeing this one holding together really quite well through Chattooga County and now lifting up into southern portions of Walker County. So from Pigeon Mountain down to that south side of Lafayette, getting that rain now. And this is all generally moving from the south to the north. So kind of just a heads up in Walker County, you're going to see those rain chances increasing. Now, this is just regular rain. You'll notice that lightning counter all has 0, so we're not seeing any lightning strikes with this, but there are some individual pockets of some heavier downpours. All right, so from that high-res radar, I want to give you a little bit more of a big picture. So this is our clouds and radar combination together. Again, the further to the east you are, you still have some mostly clear skies, but these clouds are going to be kind of filtering in and increasing. So going from mostly cloudy to overcast during the morning time hours. And it's all part of a couple of different systems at play that are kind of merging together. So we have two lows off to the west of us, that front in between. You can see kind of that trough in Texas, that activity along the Gulf of Mexico. So as all this energy merges together, we're going to have that increase to our rain chances here locally. So during the morning time, here's those few pockets of some showers that are possible. But notice as we head into the afternoon, that really kind of expands. Some of those yellow colors go away, so you have generally light rainfall, but it's pretty widespread at this point in the afternoon across the area, at least getting some kind of rain. For the evening time into the nighttime hours as well, more of that yellow and orange shows up again. This is when I was talking about, I think we could see some of the heaviest rainfall during the overnight hours, even with a few embedded thunderstorms will be possible as that system is moving through. That rain will continue for your Wednesday morning by about 8 a.m. Sort of clearing out a little bit for our far western communities, but really Chattanooga and eastward, you're still dealing with the rain at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then by about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, it's pretty much just our far eastern communities. So I think once we get past about 1 p.m., that widespread rain kicks out of here. It moves off to the east. What we're left with for your Wednesday afternoon to the evening time are just a few spotty showers here and there, but you also get a couple of breaks in the clouds. By this point, wind certainly on the backside of the system coming from the north. And then for Thursday, you have some clouds still in the morning time, but notice Thursday afternoon, those really kind of clear out. So you have that nice mix of sun and clouds. Thursday afternoon really is looking like it's going to be nice out there. As far as total rainfall then for today through tomorrow at midday, really anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 2 1/4 inches are going to be possible. I think a lot of communities are going to end up in kind of that 1 to 2 inch range across the area.
I ran into Charlotte at the grocery store the other day, and she told me that, and said she'd be letting you know about the big birthday.
That's right. Hope
Happy
he has
birthday,
a
Pastor.
wonderful day today. Also, Erskine Pearsall is celebrating today.
Erskine!
Yeah, his wife called that in earlier, and he works for Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix, listening to us this morning. So,
yes.
Happy birthday, Erskine.
Absolutely, all the Pearsalls.
Yeah. Susan Stone is celebrating her birthday today as well. Happy birthday, Susan. Tony and Cinda Moore, they are celebrating their 31st wedding anniversary, and Tony says yes, he knows he married up.
He really did, and they were with us at the David Foster concert. Now, 2 weeks ago today,
That's right.
we were down there with Catherine McPhee, David Foster. So I guess that was their anniversary date.
That's right.
Where he won tickets here. So
yes.
that's about right.
Violet Mary Beth Pope is 5 years old today. And then also this one just in, Ty and Trace Allen. They are celebrating their 16th birthdays today. They're sophomores at Meigs County High School, and that is from their mom and dad who love them so very much. So happy birthday to Ty and Trace today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ritipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have the products and services to help make your dreams come true. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
It is Election Day, and all over the volunteer state, polls are opening at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And here in Bradley County, polls will open at 8 o'clock this morning and be open until 8 o'clock tonight at the 17 Bradley County precincts. Get out and vote if you've not already. And we will be on the air tonight with our live long-time election coverage at 7 o'clock. Jimmy Logan and myself will have the coverage for you tonight here on Mix 1041, Talk 1013 The Buzz, and Fiesta 99.1 FM. Plus, we'll be on mixtv.tv. You can listen or watch tonight our coverage presented by the Logan Thompson Law Firm. Of course, the race getting the most notoriety, the District Attorney General's race. Remember, that's a four-county race tonight. Plus, we have a couple of competitive races locally, a constable race in Bradley County's 1st District, and then a 5th District Bradley County Board of Education race. Plus, of course, it is the presidential preference primary on this ballot. You can see the ballot. I'm going to go ahead and look at a sample ballot. Go to BradleyElections.com, BradleyElections.com. Polls open here in about 35 minutes, 8 a.m., close at 8 p.m. Again, the 17 Bradley County locations. And you must be registered to vote. Present a state-issued photo to cast a ballot at the polling location for your district. Coverage tonight, long-time tradition since 1957, WCLE election night. And we'll be on the air at 7 o'clock on all of our family of radio stations and on mixtv.tv. Let's get to other news this morning. Obviously, the soft lockdowns, Bradley County, Cleveland City schools were both locked down for a time yesterday morning, starting before about 9:30 yesterday morning. We now know from Cleveland Police, remember, Cleveland Police requested the soft lockdowns yesterday. It was a very unique situation that the entire systems would be locked down. We now know it was a former Cleveland Police Department officer and current Chattanooga Airport police officer who made the threats to harm several members of the Cleveland Police Department through the night, Sunday, March 3rd, into Monday, March 4th. The police department in their statement said, quote, there were no specific threats made towards city or county schools. Law enforcement were the only recipients of the threats of violence, end quote. The TBI is leading the investigation. Bradley County Commission and the Cleveland Board of Education met yesterday. Cleveland Board of Education passed a resolution that against consolidating the two local school systems, the Cleveland City School System and the Bradley County School System. Cleveland Board of Education member Matt Coleman is going to join us as part of the regular weekly Logan Thompson Law segment to talk about that. He'll have some guests with him. And all of that still to come around 8 o'clock this morning.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Also, speaking of Cleveland City Schools, Bridget, Kelly Kaiser having a birthday today. And, of course, students out today because of Election Day. So many of the schools function as precincts in Cleveland and Bradley County. So, again, schools out.
All right, let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on Northley Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no accidents to tell you about this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. Call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance. 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware, 423-458-3007. Online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
Hey, listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
For that nostalgic deliciousness you'll love, it's topped with whipped cream and sprinkled with crunchy Cinnamon Toast Crunch pieces. This limited time drink is one of the happiest hits at Scooter's Coffee. They're located on Keith Street in front of Leisure Time Bowling in Cleveland, also in Sweetwater and coming soon to Dayton.
Inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, coming up on 7:32. Sports right around the corner.
Thank you to all the families that have and continue to purchase all your mattress needs from locally owned Mermaid Mattress. Keeping your dollars local is important, and so is buying from a family, not a firm.
For today, we'll have rain likely, and at times we could see heavy rainfall, a high of 65 and a low of 54 this evening. For tomorrow, we'll have rain early in the morning and then partly cloudy by afternoon, a high of 66 and a low of 48. And then on Thursday, cloudy early in the day, partly cloudy by afternoon with a high of 69. Your current temperature is 50 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
All right, good morning, Mix 1041. We're on Talk 1013 The Buzz and MixTV.tv. It's time for our CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness, a sports report, is sponsored in part by the Town Squire. The Town Squire is looking forward to spring 2024 with a great selection of new merchandise as well as great buys on seasonal merchandise. The seasonal sale happening at the Town Squire, 30% off regular price. New spring arrivals include new Peter Millar, Volunteer Tradition, Southern Tide, and more great brands now in stock at the Town Squire. The shop with the personal touch for over 46 years in the Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, the basketball seasons for the Bradley boys and the Walker Valley boys came to an end last night. Both teams lost in sub-states. Cookeville beat Bradley at Cookeville last night, 69-60, ends Zach Carpenter's Bradley Bears campaign for the season. Big congratulations to Zach and his entire staff and everybody involved at Bradley. But the season came to an end at Cookeville last night. And then at Walker Valley last night, Laverne defeated the Mustangs 66-61. Senior Cash Coates, I mean, he tried his best, put him on his back last night. 32 points for Cash. The entire team made it a great comeback effort, but it fell 5 points short. Laverne wins at Walker Valley last night, 66-61. Our broadcast teams did a great job of covering it for thousands of people last night. Thanks to Wholesale Supply Group for bringing it to everyone, along with all of our sponsors. So now we are fully focused on tomorrow, the girls' state tournament. Quarterfinal action, the Cleveland High School Lady Raiders will take on Lincoln County in the state quarterfinals tomorrow, Wednesday, at noon Eastern Time here on Mix 1041 and the Mix app. The Bradley Central High School Bearats go for their second state championship in a row. Beginning tomorrow in the quarterfinals, they'll face Clarksville, undefeated. They'll start at schedule to start at 3:15 tomorrow afternoon, right here on Mix 1041 and the Mix app. Folks, you got to get the Mix app. Listen to all of our family of stations or watch MixTV.tv. All on the app. Download from our website for free, thanks to CHI Memorial at MyMix1041.com. We'll have a special State Tournament pregame show starting at 11:30 this morning, presented by Tennessee Wesleyan University. And all of our high school coverage supplied by Joseo's Supply Group. You can see Piper's Picks lighting collection at Joseo's Supply Group. All right, we got word yesterday from the SEC that the Lady Vols will play in the SEC Women's Tournament beginning on Thursday afternoon. They'll play the winner of Kentucky and Georgia. Thursday, airtime at 2 o'clock on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, presented by TVFCU. The Denver Broncos have released quarterback Russell Wilson in what some describe as the worst trade in NFL history. A terrible 2 years for Wilson in Denver. We'll see who takes a chance on the 9-time Pro Bowler. And Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelce, who one day could be Taylor Swift's brother-in-law, retired after 13 years, all in Philadelphia. All right, 7:36. That is the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Back with Bobby Ludwig on this Election Day in just a moment.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave. The value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Love is in the air, and Food City has everything you need for a grand.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air. You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local.
It certainly is, and of course our coverage begins at a little plug here. It's 7 o'clock tonight for the local angle, this area angle here on Mix 104.1. We'll be on all of our radio stations, and you can watch us on mixtv.tv later tonight. So.
Yeah, you guys do a great job covering the election, the local, lot of local races too. So it's very important we get out and vote, even if the national election is one thing, but of course all the local, the down ballots candidates are very important to get out and exercise your right to vote. Absolutely. All right, Bobby, how are things looking this morning on the markets? Hey, markets were down yesterday and kind of took a downturn later in the day. The Dow off 97 points to close at 38,990. The S&P down 6 to close at 5,131, and the Nasdaq down 67 points to close at 16,208. Steve, I don't know if you guys can hear. I'm outside today because it's Super Tuesday and there's no school, so everybody's still sleeping. But Cluck Norris is just going to town back there. He's there. He goes. He's there. They're back in the chicken coop, so you may not hear him as much this morning. But he's up and going this morning. That's for sure. He's ready, and he knows it's election day, and I'm sure he's already voted. Is that right? That's right. He's excited. He's excited today. He's ready to go. Well, speaking of excitement, Bobby, how do people get in touch with you? Come in and, you know what, set a plan, set a course if they're not already. Absolutely. This is the time to plan, and what we do is help organize wealth. As you get older, it's important to make sure that you know what you own, you've got it consolidated, organized, so that it's working for you, for one, but in case something happens to you, it's easy to get taken care of, and that's what we do, is organize wealth and also plan for the future. Get your retirement plan, know that what you're saving is going to work for you, you're saving enough, and when you are retired, that you don't run out of money. That's how we do to help our clients. 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
Well, Bobby, I hope that you'll make Jimmy Logan and myself part of your election media diet tonight. I really do.
I'll do that. You guys do a great job.
Just keep saying it may happen. Okay. Hey, thanks, Bobby. Bobby Ludwig is your Edward Jones financial advisor. Back with more in a moment, 19 before 8, Mix 104.1. We're on MixTV.tv.
Perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful...
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have would be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
It's a texture thing. It does have a different texture. They're like...
For a variety of reasons. Maybe one of the more interesting reasons is right here. How you doing, Dewey? We're going to take a ride with Dewey. Back in the day, the late retired police sergeant George Walden started the city's first ever horse carriage ride. Today, this is that company. It's went through a few names. Now it is Chattanooga Horse Trends, owned by Seth and Corey Springer. The longest running, Corey.
We've definitely been very blessed to own this business. It's been in my family for 25 years now. My dad owned it Mark Neal owned it for 20 years. I finally talked him out of it 5 years ago. The company itself has been going since 1985. And when George Walden started it, it changed hands a couple times, then became Chattanooga Horse Trams.
And that's where we sit today. The longest running since 1985. Y'all have owned it for 20-some years. Let's take a ride.
Let's do it.
These are streets that we typically rush around, right?
Right.
We rush. It's where can I find parking? I got to get out of the car and get to what I'm doing. No, but we're getting a chance to slow down.
It's taking it back in time to what you never see anymore. Everybody's used to getting in a car and going. Nobody's used to just seeing everything slowly. So you can really check everything out in the city.
You guys are also sort of Visit Chattanooga tour guides?
Very much so, because we tell a lot about the city, you know, give its history and everything. You know, we have to learn to read the, you know, the people, because some people don't want the tour, they just want to be left alone.
What's the most unique thing you've seen in those years while driving?
People think that if they're in the carriage that they cannot be seen. They think they're invisible.
It couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you see this thing go by, everybody looks.
They do. You know, that's also another reason that years ago we were actually in the Chatter magazine, all of the drivers telling their crazy stories.
There's a topic in here. Says X-rated rides? Who's this guy?
And this is Gus.
Hi, Gus.
And Gus is actually a rescue. A carriage is not complete without the dog. You know, when they had the stagecoaches, the Dalmatians, the whole purpose of them was they ran alongside of the horses and they were the protectors.
Hey, look, he spotted a squirrel. Look at Gus. You can go through the drive-thru? Oh, let's go through the drive-thru.
Also,
Shane wants a large drip coffee. Add cream and sugar, please. We got our caffeine, we're good to go. Seeing that you guys are the longest running.
Yes.
How long do you intend to be going?
We intend to be going as long as we possibly can until we just can't walk anymore. I'm so lucky to be in this business because I really, you know, just can't imagine not doing it. Cool. It's so much fun. You know, just, hey, like I said, you got to work for what you love.
That's it.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
It is 13 before 8 o'clock, a couple of hellos. First of all, how about my buddy Juan Gomez?
Yes.
Juan, where have you been? Johnny Gomez. You know, I finally met Juan in person over Christmas break.
Good.
He's been using our text machine.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to meet him in person.
Juan listens every morning. We just heard from him a little while ago.
I've been loving that Juan Gomez.
Yeah.
Finally met him. And then guess who else is listening?
Who?
The great Mike Lee is listening.
Mike.
And he complimented my song intro of Whitney Houston. So that's pretty good coming from you. Mike invented the song intro.
Mike, don't compliment Steve. Come on.
You and Mike will be spending a lot of quality time together next week.
That's right.
Looking forward to it.
Happy spring break to us.
We'll see if, Mike, we'll see if Bridget wears her flag earrings for you next week.
No, just on Election Day.
Yeah, grand old flag. Anyway, Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. It is 12 before 8. What do you got?
Okay, happy birthday to Pastor Gary Sears, celebrating his 75th birthday today. Hope he has a wonderful day.
How many times has Gary been 75 now?
No.
That, at least 5 or 6, probably.
His family says he's the best dad, husband, papa, poppy, and pastor ever.
Thought it was interesting. He sent a letter out to all the Mount Olive membership. Of course, he was impeached, and he said, "Listen," he said, in lieu of tithes, send him a birthday gift. So your tithe check, which Bridget's never paid tithes in her life. Church of God's coming after her, but anyway, in lieu of tithes this month, send them to Gary.
Oh.
I don't know if that's exactly biblical, but whatever.
No, not at all.
Happy birthday. I love you, Pastor. One of my favorite people in all the world.
Yes, mine too. Erskine Pearsall is celebrating a birthday today. His wife called that into us earlier. He works for Bradley Concrete Lamb Con Ready Mix and listening in this morning.
Pearsall, we love you too,
Yes.
and one of the best cooks of all time, one of the greatest cooks ever, and we love the Pearsalls. They're wonderful people.
Yes. Susan Stone also celebrating a birthday today.
Man.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
What kind of day is this with all these wonderful people?
Big day.
Man.
Tony and Cinda Moore, they are celebrating their 31st wedding anniversary.
Then we a hiccup. then we stop there. Well, we love Cinda, but Tony's just hanging on.
He knows he married up, he
I
says.
got that right.
Violet Mary Beth Pope is 5 years old today. Happy birthday to her. Ty and Trace Allen, they are celebrating their 16th birthdays today. They are sophomores at Meigs County High School, and that is from their mom and dad. And then Kelly Kaiser with Cleveland City Schools celebrating his birthday as well.
Heard he's in the Eller Owens green room.
He is. Can't wait to
on
see
his
you.
birthday?
Can't wait to see you on his birthday.
I mean, I might as well be jumping out of a cake for this man. What is going on? How did he get so lucky? He's, first of all, there's no students today. Well, he's in Senate office. He doesn't care. No students today.
Nope.
And then he gets to come and be with me on his birthday?
Gets to.
What
Okay.
lottery did he win? Man, it was wonderful.
Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com.
Well, as you know by now, there were soft lockdowns in Bradley County and Cleveland City schools yesterday. It was a very unique and really a monumental situation yesterday that happened around 9:30 yesterday morning. And now we know why. As, of course, we pass this along to you, the news release yesterday afternoon from Lieutenant E.B. West, Cleveland Police Department. The statement says, quote, a former Cleveland Police Department officer and current Chattanooga Airport police officer made threats to harm several members of the Cleveland Police Department throughout the night, Sunday night, March 3rd, into Monday morning, March the 4th. So the Cleveland Police Department requested that the school systems go on soft lockdown, the entire systems. So that's why, now, as part of the statement from the Cleveland Police Department, they said, quote, there were no specific threats made towards city or county schools. Law enforcement were the only recipients of the threats of violence, end quote. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is investigating. Here in just a few moments, we're going to have Cleveland Board of Education member Matthew Coleman. He's a lawyer with the Logan Thompson Law Firm. And Logan Thompson turns over their weekly segment once a month to pass along information from the previous day's Cleveland Board of Education meeting. At that meeting last night, the Cleveland Board of Education voted and passed a resolution against consolidating the Cleveland City and Bradley County school systems. They say, quote, this is the Cleveland Board of Education, quote, the mayor and city council are urged to express their unanimous disinterest in participating in discussions concerning any consolidation effort for Cleveland City and Bradley County schools. So we'll have more on that in just a few minutes at the top of the hour. And then there's this. It is Election Day. Super Tuesday. And all over the Volunteer State, polls will open at 8 a.m. in about 6 minutes from right now. In Bradley County, the 17 Bradley County polling places, the precincts will open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. You must be registered to vote and present a state-issued photo to cast a ballot at the polling location for your district. If you want to see a sample ballot, go to Bradley Elections, with an S, BradleyElections.com. And then tune in tonight. Since 1957, WCLE Election Night coverage. Jimmy Logan and I will have coverage tonight. Emily, so what? Her daughter has some speech contest with 4-H.
That is
Sophia Hildebrand. She's in bed, doesn't care. She's out of school today, actually. They love Election Day in the schools.
They do, yes.
You know, I was thinking about this earlier. I was actually talking to Fruit Loops, which I got tired of talking to the wall, so I talked to him. But we were never out on Election Day, because I remember I was at Stewart School waving at people voting.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you did.
Were you out on Election Day?
No.
So this must be a relatively new phenomenon. Now, that's fine. I mean, there's, it's fine. I'm saying it's fine. That's fine with me. What do you care? No, the closing of schools on Election Day is a relatively new phenomenon, but I think all the staff is going. Is that right?
That I'm not sure about.
Well, they're all in bed. They don't care. So
I don't know.
I think they are going, from what I understand. But anyway, so 7 o'clock tonight, Jimmy and I will have coverage. Emily will not be with us. Sophia Hildebrand's in the 4-H speech contest. So, yeah, I guess you got to go to that. No, we'll have coverage tonight with our longtime election night team. We'll be on all of our 3 radio stations here, Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3, The Buzz, Fiesta 99.1. Yvette's there right now. And then we will be on mixtv.tv. You can listen or watch or both. Looking forward to tonight, Bridget. All presented by the Logan Thompson Law Firm.
Yep, it's going to be a big night. 7 o'clock, Mix 104.1, mixtv.tv.
Yeah, and listen, so of course, a lot of notoriety going with the District Attorney General's race. That necessitated by Steve Crump leaving the position and taking over the non-governmental role of the Conference of District Attorneys. That opened up Sherry Taylor, appointed by Governor Lee. She's been the acting DA, and of course she's opposed by Jeff Miller and Stephen Hatchett. So those 3, of course, they were in our studio, a week and a half ago or so, did a big debate. Hey, you want to go back and watch that? I mean, that's on mixtv.tv if Fruit Loop still has it up. Is your mic working? You have a mic back there? I know you don't have any interns this morning.
Yes, boss.
Oh, there he is. Boy, you sound excited about Election Day. Boy, I can't wait.
Oh, I'm definitely excited. I love elections.
Is that debate still up that we did with the DA candidates?
Yeah, sure.
This is this is a day in the life here, ladies and gentlemen. If you think he's just putting on for the air, no. This is what we have to do.
I will check for you, boss. I will make
sure. I mean, people can go back and watch it. Be an informed voter.
I would hate for you to be a liar on air. Yeah, no, if you go to our homepage and click on the election news and interview section, then you can find it there.
So we're going to be ready for tonight. I mean, are we switching the studio around? We're going to be doing some decorating. We got some bunting.
What's happening tonight? Are we doing something like special? I think I've got plans. I think I'm going to the movies tonight.
Are you really? Are you going to see Dune 2? Is that right?
Yeah, I think that sounds like good.
Yeah. I'm sure you've got one of those hideous popcorn buckets that haven't been washed out in 5 years. These people carrying these popcorn buckets around. I'm going to get started on popcorn. But you want to know where COVID started? Popcorn buckets. Forget Wuhan. It was popcorn buckets, you people carrying those around. Yeah.
So let me ask you.
Quiet down. Brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143.
They helped me out yesterday. Yeah, Rick's Plumbing helped me out yesterday. If you're carrying around a popcorn bucket, you should turn your voting card in. You should not be allowed to continue as a citizen of this nation.
No.
You should all be put in prison, every one of you.
Oh.
If you've got a popcorn bucket, literally, leave. We're tired of you.
That's rude.
What's rude? You seen these things? They got animals crawling out of them. You ever ran a health department report on the popcorn buckets? I don't care. And all these people who sell them, they should also be put in prison. Well, no, let's calm down here, Steve. But anyway, let's go here.
Traffic.
Before we lose all of our movie theater tie-ins and affiliations.
This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
People carrying them around, they got, they haven't been washed out.
You wash them in between movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Just carrying them around, the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right. It's about a minute before 8 a.m.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
When it comes to the occasions where a tuxedo is Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon. The voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
At locally owned and manufactured Mermaid Mattress, where you'll get a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed.
For today, we'll have rain. Likely we could see some heavy rainfall at times, a high of 65 and a low of 54 this evening. For tomorrow, rain ending early in the day, and then we'll have partly cloudy skies by afternoon, a high of 66 and a low of 48. And then on Thursday, cloudy early in the day, partly cloudy by afternoon with a high of 69. Your current temperature is 50 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia. Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. It's Super Tuesday with primaries or caucuses happening in 15 states.
The biggest prizes are in California with 169 GOP delegates, and Texas with 150. Former President Trump enters Super Tuesday, the far and away frontrunner and delegate leader. He can't secure the nomination tonight, but could haul in enough to force the last remaining major Republican candidate, Nikki Haley, to end her bid.
Fox's Jared Halpern. There's a UN report about sexual violence committed during the Hamas terrorist attacks in Israel October 7th and against hostages held since.
Hamas has denied any of that took place, but the United Nations mission believes sex assaults occurred in at least 3 locations, including the Nova Music Festival.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Debris fell a mile away after explosions at a wholesale distribution building in Clinton Township, Michigan. The fire there is under control now. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Mix 104.1, good morning, everyone. And tell you what, here at the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, it is Election Day. It is Super Tuesday, and now it is 8:04, so the polls are now open. The 17 precincts in Bradley County are now open. They'll be open from right now, actually, the 8 o'clock hour until 8 p.m. tonight. As, of course, some
big contested races locally. The race getting the most notoriety, of course, a race for District Attorney General in the 10th Judicial District, a 4-county race. Bradley County, of course, the biggest population center there in those 4 counties. So we'll be on the air tonight, 7 o'clock. I'll be joined by Jimmy Logan tonight, as I have been for about 20 years. On election night, our coverage on all 3 of our radio stations. Plus, we'll be on mixtv.tv, presented by the Logan Thompson Law Firm. That'll be tonight. So get, only about 5,600 people have voted early. So a lot of voters still out there for this ballot. Get out and vote. If you want to see a sample ballot, go to bradleyelections.com and you can see it right there. Cleveland Police Department issued a statement with additional information about the soft lockdowns that they requested from the Bradley County and Cleveland City school systems yesterday. Happened around 9:30 yesterday morning. It was a very unique situation to have the entire school systems locked down, a soft lockdown. But here is why that happened. If you have not heard by now, as we've been reporting since yesterday afternoon, quote, this statement from the police department, quote, a former Cleveland Police Department officer and current Chattanooga Airport police officer made threats to harm several members of the Cleveland Police Department. Threats were made through the night, Sunday, March 3rd, into Monday, March the 4th. The former employee was seen parked in front of the Cleveland Police Department building for a period of time. Was also seen driving around the building early in the morning of Monday, March the 4th. Continuing a quote now from the statement, due to the fact that the individual was actively in the area and made threats toward law enforcement, we, the police department, chose to recommend placing all Cleveland City schools, Bradley County schools, and the City of Cleveland Municipal Building on a soft lockdown. The lockdown was to ensure the safety of school personnel and our school resource officers. Now, part of the statement, quote, there were no specific threats made towards city or county schools. Law enforcement were the only recipients of the threats of violence. The TBI is conducting the investigation. And then one more story, and we're going to talk about the Cleveland Board of Education meeting last night in just a second, but a lawsuit has now been filed on behalf of the Meigs County woman who died in the back of the deputy's vehicle back on Valentine's Day, February the 14th, filed on behalf of the woman, Tabitha Smith, against the Meigs County government and Deputy R.J. Leonard. As the lawsuit alleges Leonard was not properly trained by Meigs County to know his assigned area of patrol. He'd been on the force for 2 months and was from New York. The lawsuit notes the location has a history of other people driving into the Tennessee River. Tabitha Smith was found handcuffed in the police car. Lawsuit requests a trial by jury and $10 million in damages being reported by WTVC television this morning. And the Cleveland Board of Education met last night. It was Dr. Russell Dyer's final meeting as director of schools. A reception was held prior to the board meeting held at Cleveland High School last night. The board spent most of the meeting discussing the details of consolidating Cleveland City and Bradley County schools. The board's legal counsel, Chuck Cagle, gave an in-depth presentation on consolidation from a legal standpoint. And after the discussion, the Cleveland Board of Education voted to pass a resolution against consolidating the 2 local school systems. The resolution read in part, quote, the mayor and city council are urged to express their unanimous disinterest in participating in discussions concerning any consolidation effort for Cleveland City and Bradley County schools, end quote. And we are joined now by a Cleveland Board of Education board member, Matthew Coleman, who, by the way, is, I guess in your day job, part of the Logan Thompson Law Firm, and we appreciate this is the weekly segment of the Logan Thompson Law Firm. They turn their time over to informing the public about the meetings. And Matthew, I'll begin with you and talk about this resolution last night.
Well, and we watched how the history of this developed over the past 2 months, and we were somewhat. We watched how this popped out a couple of months ago with Mayor Davis's surprising comment at the board meeting, and it just started a lot of conversation and a lot of questions being asked from city employees and school board school personnel, and we just felt that we needed to probably take a step ahead and just say that we're really not interested in consolidating. No one has presented us with any benefits to either the school system, to the students, to the community as a whole at this point, and so we put together a resolution. Primarily what Chuck was talking about last night was what are the procedural steps that would have to go through, which are significantly complicated when you're combining real property and the ownership rights of the various things and all the employee salaries, et cetera. So that was a lot of the time that was spent. But ultimately, the school's resolution simply says, we're not interested in having this conversation.
Nate Tucker, as the chairman of the Cleveland Board of Education, Nate, I want to hear from you on this. What did you make of it?
Yes, I concur with what Matt has said. We feel like we need to get back to business and put this behind us, and that's what we did last night.
Also, final meeting, Nate, you as the board chairman of Dr. Russell Dyer, the director of schools the last 8 years in the city of Cleveland, and maybe a comment on him and then a comment about the future. I know your selection process continues.
Yes, we had opportunity to celebrate Dr. Dyer's tenure last night, and several individuals came out and wished him well. He made an impact and came at a time where Cleveland City Schools needed him, and now he's returning to Collierville. I won't give him a hard time about that, but
well, it's home.
It is home.
Like he told me last night, it's home.
It's home, but now we're looking forward. As you know, the director is our only employee, the board's only employee, and we're focused on getting this right. And so over the last several weeks, a lot of things have occurred. You know that we've hired Ray and Associates to lead this search, and they've done a fantastic job. And over the last several weeks, including in this process, was hearing from our constituents, those being via survey, but then also we had group meetings where various people were, I think there was a total of 14 meetings where we heard directly from people in person, and we've taken that information and we've created a profile, and that profile will be used to measure against who will make it to through the first round, right? And this is a nationwide search, so we're excited about the process. We're excited about having this nationwide search so we can get the best of the best. And we're excited to get this kicked down the road. I believe the last week of March is when we stop taking applications, and then we'll start the interview process. And it'll be a first round, and then we'll narrow it down to 2 to 3 people if the board chooses that number. And then that's when we'll make a final decision sometime the end of April or beginning of May. So.
And I'm glad to have my law firm, Logan Thompson, here, because in your last appearance you ruled me out as a candidate, and I think that is unfair. That is not legal, and I'm glad to have my law firm here. They're going to respond.
You need a doctorate degree or something.
Yeah,
higher level of education than a radio host.
I understand. We're joint. Well, hey, we went to school together, and one of us turned out good.
Yeah.
Hey, Matthew, also, and we have a birthday boy, Kelly Kaiser, here, who's already thrown me under the bus several times. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. There's nothing worse to be with Heartline on your birthday.
What in the world is that
you
supposed
know,
to mean?
we all have to make sacrifices.
Unbelievable!
We have to make sacrifices.
I know you're taking the day off on this election day. I'm sure you're going back home to bed. Listen, get serious just for a second here, Matthew, because this voucher issue is a big deal. A lot of people talking about it.
Yeah, when this popped up again this winter, it's been an active legislative winter for a lot of us and a lot of work winter. But with this voucher program, we talked about it, I think, last time I was in here, and I made some very broad strokes about, at one point, I think this really sounds good for one side of the aisle, but when you look at the practical effects of it across the board, it has a real detrimental effect on the public school system as a whole. We now have the proposed language from the House and the Senate that's been put out, completely opposite bills almost. I mean, they have a lot of fat in them, a lot of conditions in there, and so this is going to have to go to some consolidation process between the two, the House and the Senate, to figure out what they want in a final bill and whether it can pass. But both bills really are problematic for the school system at this point. And when you look at how vouchers have been implemented in other states, Arizona notably, not only did they recently get hit with some fraud by some of the folks operating the system, but also finding that over 50% of the students that were receiving these vouchers were never enrolled enrolled in public school to begin with. And so they're not only pulling money out of the school system for students that are currently there, that are looking for that leg up, which has been the governor's pitch, but they're also pulling money out of the system for folks that can absolutely afford private school. And so you're really damaging the public school system through this process. And I have seen personally, and I went to Rapier and Lowe's town hall they had there at the chamber, and I have yet to see anything that would be that I could put a positive spin on a voucher program at this point, or be supportive of it. So we put a resolution out, I think, in January or February. We've now seen the actual language, or the proposed language, and I think it just reinforces the voucher, or the resolution we put out before.
Kelly?
Well, I think, he really hit on one of the key points. Is we've seen nowhere in the country where a voucher program has benefited the students of public education. And I think that's what our bottom line is we have two great school systems in our community. And we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to support those students and to clear the way for them to have the best experience that they possibly can. A lot of times these things are things that we have to deal with, but they become distractions from our day-to-day business, which is taking care of the students. So, I applaud the board for taking the stance that they have on vouchers, and also for taking the stance that they have on school consolidation to clear kind of the air for our employees and make sure that we're moving forward in the right direction.
In your role, I'm sure you're hearing from staff, employees of the city school system, quite a bit about both these things.
Yeah, I mean, I think both those have kind of, they've kind of been quiet as things have developed, but I think we have taken strong moves to reassure our employees of where we stand and that we support their day-to-day work, which is ultimately taking care of the students of the city of Cleveland.
Let me go back to something that Nate mentioned earlier. I mean, to me, the director's search, and we could talk about these other issues that may or may not happen, but what will happen is we will have a new director coming up soon. And to me, that is probably the most important thing that the existing board will do during our tenure, is to hire that new employee. And so when we went through and got the feedback, I was talking outside about the feedback we received. I think we had over 700 people come in and give comments and feedback during this interview process. Over around 250, almost half of the teacher population of city schools gave feedback. Those are good numbers, and it wasn't just checking the block in various areas. It was actually providing content for us in areas where they want to see change, where they think we can have improvement, areas where they think we're doing excellent. And I think that through this process, it is going to give some significant feedback and important feedback to whoever that next director is, for areas that they can really look into and find an ongoing improvement level with the city school system. And so we're excited. It's been a good process.
Certainly. So Caroline Corrigan is the what's your communications director?
No, communication specialist.
Communication specialist.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Caroline, anything you want to add here while we go on?
Well, I think they hit the points really well, and we'll be communicating to our families and staff members, just giving them an update about this resolution from last night. But in addition to the Director of Schools search, we'll be providing updates on that process as it moves along quickly after spring break.
So, and let me ask you this, because a lot of families out there, how can people find out more and they want updates, that sort of thing, from Cleveland City Schools? What do you suggest they do?
Well, first and foremost, visit our website, of course, and then our social media channels. But we send a lot of information and communication through email and text messages to our families. So that's the best way.
You're doing a great job, Caroline.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
And Carolyn has revamped our website, and also has been really working on some additional ways to get communication out. We were talking earlier about sports, and we've got a lot of good stuff with the wrestling and basketball programs that I think you hit on this week. And so we honored the wrestling program, or the wrestling program honored us by coming last night and introducing both the boys and girls state champions. So there is an app, a sports app that they have.
That's right.
And that gives a great idea of where our matches are being played, and our meets are being done, And so those are great opportunities.
We want to give a shout out to Coach Tucker, who won his first game as the head coach of the Raider baseball team last night. I think he's going to do a great job, brings a lot of energy to the program. Then, of course, we want to wish the best of luck to our Lady Raiders and also to the Bearettes, as both teams will battle it out in Murfreesboro this week.
I hadn't really studied the bracket. I was trying to see, is there a way Bradley could play Cleveland for the state title?
I'm sure there's a way if we get there.
Bracket.
Oh yeah, the bracket that plays its way out.
That could happen.
That could happen.
That could happen. Nate Tucker, anything you want to add here? Board Chair, Cleveland Board of Education.
Well, Steve, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you for all you do. You handled the situation with the soft lockdown great, and we appreciate your support and how you address that. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. And I do appreciate Caroline's very helpful to me and to this team here very much. And again, let me repeat one thing they talked about. Cleveland Lady Raiders at noon tomorrow Eastern Time will take on Lincoln County right here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. It's a free download from the website. So make sure and tune in then. And Kelly mentioned Bradley Central. The Bearettes go for they're going to try to repeat 3:15 tomorrow right here on this station. Matt Coleman, thanks to you and the Logan Thompson Law Firm. It's a very wonderful thing you do every month after the meetings, and you turn your time over, and we appreciate it.
Well, for all the things we say and do with Jim Logan, being giving back to the community is a big thing that he stands behind.
I'll be with him tonight.
Yeah,
for about 20 years.
I was just saying
this.
that's. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
God help me. God help me. Yeah, and he'll probably be at the office on time in the morning.
Well, and I wonder how long it's going to take to get the votes in on this. I think it's going to be a relatively tight DA race.
I think
be an exciting one. I mean,
you know, and on this election day, I would just encourage people to vote. You know,
absolutely.
We've only had about 5,600 votes, and I know that you know, however you feel, it doesn't matter. People have died on the battlefield for people to have the right to vote. And I think it's a big deal. And my goodness, do you need a more reason? Vote on Kelly Kaiser's birthday.
There you go.
My God, vote for Kelly.
Just do a write-in.
Do a write-in.
Give me all the jobs. Just write in.
Thank you all very much.
Thanks.
The Logan Thompson Law Firm. Visit LoganThompsonLaw.com. Going to take a quick break. Get an update on Lee University. Going to host basketball playoffs. Kelly will tell you about that too. Starting tonight. And we're going to talk with the guys coming up next. Stand by at 8:22.
Mark Shepard.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have will be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Sold exclusively by Mermaid Mattress. Come take a test rest and you'll receive a free latex pillow, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, cloudy skies and periods of rain. We could see some locally heavy rainfall at times, a high of 66 and a low of 54 tonight. For tomorrow, rain ending early, and then we'll have partly cloudy skies by afternoon, a high of 67 and a low of 49. And then cloudy early in the day on Thursday with partly cloudy skies later in the afternoon with a high of 70. Your current temperature is 52 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
We'll be joined by Lee University Athletics coming up. When you need a tuxedo, the town squire, Larry McDaniel, and his staff, they have been doing.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just got to let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. We'll have the biggest inventory clearance sale in our 44-year history.
Yep, we'll just mark everything down.
But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Violet Mary Beth Pope is 5 years old today. Ty and Trace Allen, they are celebrating their 16th birthdays today. Sophomores at Meigs County High School. That is from their mom and dad. And then Kelly Kaiser is celebrating a birthday today with Cleveland City Schools. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
And it's Lee University basketball as we have playoff time. Carmen Lastoria, Bubba Smith, Marty Rowe. What a morning we've got here, Carmen.
Well, great to be here with you, Steve. It's March Madness. I mean, it's one of the most exciting times. If you love basketball, this is, your Christmas. It's that time of year. And once again, we're the only team in the Gulf South Conference that both men's and women's teams are hosting the GSC quarterfinals. You have to be in the top 4 of the conference in the regular season to do that. So a tribute to these guys and the incredible year that they have. Women are the number 3 seed taking on Mississippi College. The men are the number 2 seed taking on Mississippi College as well, ironically. So we've got 2 matchups with the Choctaws tonight, but should be a great night. The environment in Walker Arena has been fantastic all season long. So make sure to come on out. Same game times as we've had throughout the year, 5:30 for the women, 7:30 for the men. We do want to let people know, though, we've had the incredible partnership with Food City all season long, free admission, courtesy of Food City, the official supermarket of Lee Athletics. Because this is a Gulf South Conference playoff game, they do charge. That's a conference mandate. And so $10 for general admission.
Is that because of Marty Rowe in the kissing booth, or is that a whole different?
No, that would be extra. That's on top of your. That's an offering on top of your tithe to get the kissing booth. So. But no, we're excited. It should be a great night.
Coach Rowe
on top of your tithe. What do you say, man? Spoken like a true pastor right there.
Marty, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, buddy.
Great to see you. Hey, here we go, man. I tell you, it's a big, big night and a big start.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited. I mean, obviously, one of the we don't set a ton of goals, but obviously you want to be in playoffs and you want to host a first round playoff game. It's a huge advantage if we do take advantage of it to be at home and be on your home court. So, Mississippi College is a tough team. Beat us at their place early in the year. And then we were able to get them about 3 weeks ago when they came back up here. So a team that poses a lot of challenge, and we're going to have to be ready to go. But we've had 2 good days of practice, and, we're excited to go.
And I've another question for you in a second, but Bubba, same question for you. It's it's the start of a great time of the year and a great season.
Yeah, at this time of year, I don't know if there is a better time in the year. All the conference tournaments around the country started last night and will culminate, I think, next Sunday with selection show. And so, yeah, March Madness is here. We're excited to be hosting, as Marty said. We face Mississippi, same opponent, very similar scenario. Lost at their place and beat them at home, and should be a tough matchup for us tonight. They got probably one of the best scorers and playmakers in the conference, and so it's a tough guard. But like I said, it's kind of win in advance, lose and go home. Even though both of our teams are in the region conversation for the national tournament, you don't want to bank on that, and so you got to win and hopefully get to Birmingham, get to Sanford, and have a chance to win a conference championship.
What would it mean, as joined by Bubba Smith, Marty Rowe, Carmel Astoria, Lee University basketball, what would it mean to you to have the community really come out and show up and support your team tonight? Same question for you in a second.
Yeah, as Carmen alluded to, it's been this year has been amazing. I mean, the support has been amazing. Obviously, thanks to Food City offering free admission, just be able to put families and kids in the stands. It has been a huge part of both of our team's successes at home. It always has been. But this year has been just something unique and special, and so we've seen that all season long. We certainly need everybody there tonight to support, and once we do that, then everybody can kind of turn their attention to Murphy and head to the Glass House and supporting all of our teams up there in the next few days.
You're very interested in that. We had your daughters here yesterday with Cleveland High School.
Yeah, pretty awesome for them and for a first-year coach and Coach Hensley to be able to take that team to the state tournament in a long time, and it's cool to have 2 daughters on the team. Rarely do freshmen get to play at any point sometimes, and to see Izzy and Emma out there together against Blackman was pretty cool.
Yeah, what a win for them in Murfreesboro. Noon tomorrow, by the way, Cleveland High and Lincoln County here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. Marty, same question. Community support tonight coming out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Bubba alluded to, Carmen alluded to, it's been unbelievable. We could see it really start to take place, 3 or 4 games into the season. We were hoping that, obviously with Food City supplying a free admission, that we would see the community support. We see it during the week so much. We've always seen crowds on the weekends and different things when some other things weren't going on. But, these weeknight games have been unbelievable. And so, yeah, come out. I mean, you don't see bad teams now. I mean, you just don't. And so now it's only good teams that you're going to see, and to see playoff basketball when people are actually playing with that little extra sense of urgency that it takes to play and survive in March, and it becomes really, really interesting.
NCAA basketball right here in Cleveland, Carmel Astoria, 5:30 today.
That's right, Steve. And just to echo what they said, I mean, I think you really, when you look at the records, and really just since we've joined the NCAA, but even going back into the NAIA, our home record for our men's and women's basketball teams is outstanding. I mean, it is certainly, when Walker Arena gets loud, it's an incredible environment. I mean, we had a couple of buzzer beaters. Tariq Dalton hit a last-second shot a couple of weeks ago to knock off West Georgia. That was the loudest I've ever heard that place before. Just the energy and the excitement. I want to give a special shout-out to a couple of our players. Breaking news here. It'll come out in a couple of hours, but Mallory Hampton was first-team All-GSC, and in my opinion, the best player in the GSC. No doubt about it. I mean, if you've seen her play, you know that she's the best player in the GSC. And so we're excited that she's coming back. But but we're excited for, she's really, put the team on her back this year and really helped carry this team to where they're at, and she's going to be a big part, obviously, of what we do in postseason play. And so shout out to her. She's a tireless worker and just puts it all out there on the court. Rarely comes out of the game. She's one of those players that she's going to play, almost a full 40 minutes. And then Beion Hendricks, who's a local kid, played at the Baylor School in Chattanooga and has been with Coach Bubba Smith now for 5 years. Incredible leader. He's first team all GSC, best point guard in the conference, and just really the leader of this team. And so what he's done, and I know Coach Smith may want to echo this too, I'll let you do that, Coach Smith, but what he's done as a player, we've seen that development. He's a talented player, but to me, what he's done as a leader, taking that next step these last couple of years as a team leader, has been really special to see.
Coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's when I sat down with Beion last spring and he went into the portal to kind of see, as we had a couple kids, one was Jason Willingham was moving on, and then P.J. Smith. Both those guys went to Belmont and Furman. But we just talked about the advantages and the plus and minuses, and he decided to come back. And I know he's really glad that he did. I mean, he's having his best year ever, and certainly deserving for him to be able to get that, be a first teamer in the league. But he has led extremely well, and he's just a fun kid to coach, and he's a great servant to his teammates, really a true servant leader. He's got great personality, and really, really cares about his teammates. And he's just done a great job. Really, really proud of him.
Marty Rowe, a final thought from you?
Yeah, obviously Mallory's been, a godsend since she showed up 2 years ago from Sanford, and just keeps getting better. And she's fun to be around, man. And people ask me all the time, say, hey, she's coming back. Yep, she's coming back. And so it makes you feel pretty good when you walk out on the court and you got the best player on the court. It's a fun feeling as a coach. And so we walk out on the court every game knowing we got the best player. So, and then she'll have a little added, have a little added motivation going through postseason right now too, with some things. So we're looking forward to that.
All right, Carmen, put a wrap on it for us. Anything?
All right, Steve. Tonight, 5:30, 7:30. It is GSC quarterfinal action. Flames and Lady Flames taking on Mississippi College. If they win, they advance to the GSC semifinals on Saturday in Birmingham down in Sanford. If you can't make it there, you can listen. Philip Tang on the radio call right on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, or you can watch on Flow Sports. George and I will be on the call there. You can also get updates. Make sure to download the Lee Flames mobile app, proudly brought to you by our good friends at Hardy. So wherever you download your apps, make sure to search Lee Flames and download that. You'll get in-game updates and all the news and notes regarding Lee Athletics. Should be a lot of fun.
Thanks so much, guys. Looking forward to it tonight. And, of course, we appreciate also, from our standpoint, CHI Memorial makes it all possible. Absolutely. As far as our radio coverage. All right, going to take a quick break right here. Come back with more in just a moment.
This news update is brought.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Thank you to the hundreds of customers that left 5-star reviews after their experience of buying from us at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, rain most of the day today. Temperature highs 66, low tonight 55. On this election day, polls now open now through 8 p.m. in Bradley County at the 17 Bradley County precincts. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 60% chance of rain, 69 with a high. And then Thursday looks great. Sunny skies and 73 right now. 50 degrees outside.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. The sports report sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Well, the basketball seasons of Bradley and Walker Valley's boys ended last night in sub-state losses. Bradley lost at Cookeville last night, 69-60. So Zach Carpenter and his team ends their season last night. Big congratulations to Zach and everybody involved there with the Bradley boys basketball program. And then Walker Valley, they staged a furious comeback against Laverne at Walker Valley last night. Senior Cash Coates with 32 points last night. They tried very hard but came up 5 points short. Laverne 66-61 over the Walker Valley Mustangs. Walker Valley boys season ended last night. Big congratulations, Will Campbell, his entire staff, everybody involved there. So now we are ready for Wednesday tomorrow. It's the girls' state tournament in Murfreesboro at the MTSU Murphy Center. Cleveland High School will take on Lincoln County at noon tomorrow Eastern Time here on Mix 104.1 and the free Mix 104.1 app. Download the app, folks. Listen anywhere in the world on your phone, mobile devices. Download through our website at mymix1041.com. Our app presented by CHI Memorial. And then Bradley Central High School will try to make it 2 state championships in a row. They'll play at 3:15 tomorrow, take on Clarksville, undefeated Clarksville, right here on Mix 104.1 and the Mix 104.1 app. So get ready. Again, download the app. All of our coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We will begin, though, tomorrow with I'll have a special pregame show tomorrow, Wednesday, at 11:30 a.m., presented by Tennessee Wesleyan University. And then we receive word the Lady Vols will begin their SEC Women's Tournament play on Thursday, airtime at 2 p.m. They'll play either Kentucky or Georgia, depending on who wins that first-round matchup. In Greenville, South Carolina, they'll play Lady Vols Thursday, airtime at 2 o'clock, somewhere around 2:30. TOG 101.3 The Buzz, presented by TVFCU. Couple of quick stories. Denver Broncos released quarterback Russell Wilson yesterday after a disastrous 2 years. And Eagles center Jason Kelsey has retired after 13 seasons.
For more than 40 years, the Chattanooga Heart Institute and
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
All right, we are joined by Hanna Goodson
of Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Thank you. So March is Extension Month, so that's why I'm here today promoting Extension, encouraging everyone in our community to reach out, come by, see us, meet your local Extension agents, and see what all our programs have to offer. We reach far more than agriculture education, obviously within our youth, within our adults, our producers, but we also have things like home buyer education. We have our cool season gardening class. Evangeline's doing a lot of classes this year, getting ready for spring. Our master gardeners are very active this time of year. And we're doing a little promotion for extension right now. Yes, so if you go on our UT-TSU extension page for Bradley County, we have a bingo game going on, and it's a very simple bingo game if you to follow along, and I'm filling in one of the squares right now. If you're watching me, you get to color in one of those squares, take pictures of all the things on that bingo square, bring it into our office. You have all month to complete this, and I hear there are some prizes involved for winners. So I just want to really encourage that and promote your local extension office, and go see us and see what we're up to.
Where do they find the bingo square?
They're on our UT-TSU extension page for Bradley County. Yes, if you go on there, it is posted. You can download it, you can print it, whatever you would like to do to get that done. I also want to wish some good luck to our 4-Hers tonight. We have round 1 of our public speaking contest, so it's our junior public speaking contest. It's our largest one in the county, 4th and 5th graders. So good luck to everybody tonight. We'll be at Cleveland State at the Humanities Building at 6 p.m.
Yeah, actually, because of the 4-H contest tonight, one of my announcers will not be here tonight. Emily Hildebrand.
I'm so sorry.
Well, it's okay. Well, here's what I said. So she had, so her daughter Sophia is involved in this tonight.
Yes.
And she told me this. I said, now, what time are you coming? I said, Chick-fil-A's catering tonight for our team. We got all this stuff.
Don't put that on me.
Well, Sophia's going to be in a speech contest with 4-H tonight. And so I said, who cares about your daughter? I said, you gotta speak to the people tonight. But no, it's fine.
So it was supposed to be last night, and obviously on our choir.
Logan,
I know.
Jimmy and me.
I'm so sorry.
So come on.
I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
No, we'll be fine. No kidding. That's a wonderful opportunity to teach young people about speaking.
Yes, absolutely. The number one fear in humans is what I go into classrooms and teach, and we accomplish that fear at the very young age of 4th grade all the way through 12th. I think it's one of the most important skill sets for our students to have, and I love teaching it, love giving the opportunity for Bradley County youth to do that. So tonight will be fun. It's very fun.
It'll be great. And then I'll be with you, I know, for the next round in a couple of weeks.
We have 3 rounds of this year. We have so many kids involved, which is a great thing. That's a great problem to have. So tonight's 4th and 5th. The 18th is for our middle school, 6th through 8th, and then the 19th is all county.
When you were joined by Hanna Goodson with 4-H, and this being 4-H month, when you think about 4-H month and 4-H overall, what comes to your mind? What do you tell people?
So it's Extension Month. So overall, Extension and 4-H is really just the life skill set, things that people can go out and use in the real world, whether it's on the farm, whether it's buying a home, whether it's nutrition, health, gardening. Extension covers all things for everybody in a home. So when I think Extension, and I think 4-H and FCS and A&R, all those program areas, it's for the community. That's what I think when I think Extension.
It's Extension into the community.
That's right.
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
All right. Again, how can people find out more about the Extension service?
They can go to our website, bradley.tennessee.edu, or they can go to our Facebook page, UT-TSU Extension Bradley County.
All right. Hannah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thanks for, if you
Happy
want.
Election
Now,
Day.
if you want Jimmy Logan, he'll be glad to come and speak for you.
Yes,
then I'll just sit here by myself.
Yeah. I may steal him too. Thank you.
Thanks, Hannah. He would do it.
I know.
Thanks, Hanna.
Thank you.
All right, get involved there, and we'll come back. Oh, we got the Elks Hoop Shoot winners coming in. They're getting ready for the national tournament. Our longtime friends are coming in, and we'll do that in just a second. It's coming soon.
Save up to $7,500 on new...
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute, your regional leaders in vascular care. March is DVT Awareness Month. Deep vein thrombosis is a serious medical condition characterized by the formation of blood clots within deep veins, typically in the legs. Although it may not always present noticeable symptoms, DVT can lead to severe complications if left untreated. If a blood clot breaks loose from the vein and travels to the lungs, it can cause a life-threatening condition known as pulmonary embolism. Know the signs. DVT can be silent but dangerous. Don't ignore persistent leg discomfort, leg swelling, pain, warmth, or redness in your legs. Symptoms of PE include sudden shortness of breath, chest pain, rapid heart rate, and coughing up blood. If you suspect you have symptoms of DVT, seek medical evaluation promptly. The Vascular Institute is the only vascular practice welcoming self-referrals, offering timely appointments and accepting new patients. Vascular Institute offers 5 convenient locations. Find out more at vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty. 17 Bradley County precincts. Looking forward to a big night tonight, big day today. We're joined now by our longtime friend, Karen Saffels Slater, joins us and been very active over the years, Karen. And I'll start with you if you'll come up here to the mic. The hoop shoot contest with our friends of the Elks. Tell me about it.
Okay, well, I have Miss Layla Mason and Mr. Parker Evans with me this morning. And these two are state champions in the Elks National Free Throw Hoop Shoot. And it's a free throw contest. Yep. So this is Parker's second time to be a state champion and Layla's first time to be a state champion. And we're moving on to the Central Region competition next week in Paducah, Kentucky. Wow. So I'm really proud of these two, and they're representing our great state of Tennessee in the 10 and 11-year-old division for the hoop shoot. So it's a big deal.
Hey, before we get to them, just a second, Karen, this is a long, long time, I see on your shirt, 1944, is that right?
Well, that's our lodge number, but it is like, this is a 50-year-old competition.
Okay.
I think this will be the 51st year.
51st year.
That
Been
the
around
Elks
forever.
have done the hoop shoot. Now, our lodge number is 1944, so that's why that's on there.
I tell you what, why don't you just grab the microphone off the stand there, and let's hand it. I think it may be a little easier to hear them. There we go, Karen. That's all right. And let's start, ladies first. Let's start with Layla. Layla Mason, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Well, tell me, how old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
And where do you go to school?
Charleston Elementary.
Charleston Elementary. So, first of all, talk about free throws. How did you get ready for this?
Well, I practiced a lot. We made sure that we could get outside, and we tried to make time out of our day. And if I didn't get time, I made sure to do it the next day. And
so, what, as you're shooting free throws, and especially in a contest like the hoop shoot, what goes through your mind as you're shooting? I mean, what are you thinking about? What's your strategy, I guess?
Well, I just try not to count, and I don't really think about anything. I'm just telling myself that I can do this, and I'm talking to God. I mean,
that's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's tremendous, Layla. All right, Parker Evans. Parker, so you've won 2 of these, is that right?
Correct.
All right, Parker, first of all, tell me how old you are.
I'm 11, too.
And where do you go to school?
Charleston.
You also go to Charleston. All right, very good. Karen, I think you went to, did you go to Charleston?
I taught at Charleston.
You taught at Charleston.
Back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s.
1900s, yeah.
Parker, so tell me, buddy, what is your strategy here? How does this happen?
Me and my dad, we try to go to the gym every day and shoot as much as possible. And if I'm not doing good, we try to fix whatever we can to get the highest number that I can make.
And I'll ask you what I did, Layla. When you're there at the free throw line, what are you thinking about?
I think about just what order I go in to shoot, I
mean, as you're shooting,
yeah,
you just
my form.
You think about your form. Okay, very good. What does this mean to you to go to Kentucky next week and represent Tennessee?
It means a lot that I get to represent our county and our state.
Yeah, big deal. Layla, I want to go back over to you. If you'll hand the mic to Layla, I'm going to ask you the same thing. What does it mean to you? This is such a big deal.
So like I said, it was my first year, and I'm very excited, and I'm glad that I can represent Charleston, our school, and I'm just excited that we both get to go. So
that's so cool, and I tell you, I'll go back to Karen for a second here. Karen, these are 2 wonderful young people, but I know a lot of people are involved in this and make this go every year.
Oh yeah, we have about 30 or 40 people from our Elks Lodge that'll come out to our local shoot, and typically we have throughout all the preliminaries, we'll have 80 to 90 kids that'll participate, and then if they make enough shots, they get invited to the finals. And we had the finals this year at the Raider Arena, and so there's different age groups: 8 and 9-year-old, 10, 11-year-old, 12 and 13-year-old. And so they are both in the 10 and 11-year-old, and they went from the local shoot to the district, which is held in Gatlinburg, and we were in Gatlinburg in December, and then we went to the state shoot in Franklin, and that was in February. And so now Paducah in March, and like I said earlier, if we win in Paducah, we go to Chicago in April, and that's the nationals. So if they make it to Chicago, they're one of 12 in the nation. So
didn't we have somebody go recent in the last few years?
We have. Parker went to Chicago 2 years ago, and then last year Bryson Gates from Michigan Avenue, he went to Chicago. So we're hoping to have a three-peat. It's real exciting for the members in our lodge because we've had state champions the last 3 years. And, of course, I told them that would happen when I took over. But, sometimes you just have to prove to people.
You're a Barrett, too, aren't you?
That's right. Yeah. And I'm excited. I know when Marty was out there from Lee University, we were talking about going and seeing the Barretts. So that's exciting.
That's
right. When basketball's in your blood, you just kind of get excited over stuff.
You played for
this.
Coach Smitty, didn't you?
I did, back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s. Sir. And while you're here, Bradley's going to go for a second straight championship tomorrow at 3:15. Your Barretts will be playing an undefeated Clarksville team in the quarterfinals. But talk about this year's Barrett's team. I mean, they're unbelievable, aren't they?
Oh, well, obviously. I mean, here we go back to the state. And so, when I know when I was in that situation as a teenager, I really didn't realize the magnitude of even just making it to Murfreesboro. And then as I aged and I started coaching, I'm like, that's a big deal. A lot of kids that play in high school don't ever get the opportunity to make it to a state tournament. And for the Barretts to go and be contenders for another state championship, that's just what an awesome thing for those girls that when they're my age and they're looking back on it, how neat that is, because it's something you won't ever forget.
Well, listen, Layla Mason, Parker Evans, good luck to you. Hey, anybody want to say hi to Layla while we're here? Anybody? Well, like any family or friends or anything like that?
I want to say hi to my Mimi, Pops, my dad. My mom's already here, but
yeah, mom's already here.
All my friends
Did you drive
and
Mom
family.
here?
Yeah, I drive her. Yeah. I just want to say hi to all my friends and family. And
very good. Parker, what about you, buddy? Anybody want to say hi to?
My mom, my dad, grandparents, and my friends. Yeah.
Very good. All right. It's the Elks Hoop Shoot. And Karen, thank you so much. And keep us updated. Okay. On how
I will.
things go.
Thank you, Steve.
All right. We're going to tell you what, take a quick break. And we'll come back here in just a moment. Stand by. Mix 1041, mixtv.tv.
Thank you.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. And we have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include the casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on mixtv.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. mixtv.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
There are a lot of banks. So what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended mattress in America, starting at only 41 cents a night. But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m.